So in May, I went to Minneapolis, Minnesota to visit my brother Taylor and his wife Lindy, aka my sister-in-law. My parents were there, my cousin was there, and at one point Lindy's parents were there also, and we stayed in an Airbnb. And yeah, I think that's all the information that you need to know prior to the video starting, and let's start it. So the first day is Saturday, and starting out in the Fresno Air Terminal, aka FAT. aka fat. First thing to start the day off, actually not really first thing because I had a little bit of cold brew that I had left over in the fridge before I left, but I forgot to film it because I was stressed about flying alone. But yeah, speaking of flying alone, I don't like to eat a lot whenever I'm like stressed in the morning about something because I always like feel like I'm going to throw it up. So I wasn't very hungry this morning. And then on the flight, not this flight, but the next flight, Denver to Minneapolis, which I met up with my cousin, Faith, I had a ginger ale. Lots of fun. I also had some garden veggie straws and some bark thins. I just got these at Target. I was getting stuff at Target for my trip, and then these were like eye level at self-checkout, so I was like, yes, yes. Then we finally got to the Airbnb. My parents picked us up from the airport because my parents actually arrived a couple days earlier than me because I still had like finals to finish and such. And so they already had a little bit of like groceries in the house and like food from places, so they had some pita chips and hummus from the Holy Land. I never actually got to go here, despite so many of your recommendations, but it's okay. These chips and hummus were really good. Oh, I also tried some of these crackers, rosemary and sea salt. And then I also tried a hard cider because my parents love to stock the fridge with many interesting alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks, so you'll see me drink a few of those thingies on this trip. And I also had some grapes. And then finally we went out to dinner. I had been snacking all day, so I was really excited to finally have like an actual meal with like vegetables and protein and grains and such. So we went to this place called Sanyai Senlek, Thai rice and noodles, and that's exactly what we got. I got a coconut curry rice dish with like vegetables, and I also got tofu. You could like choose your protein basically. For vegetarian options, they had mock duck and tofu. And then also my cousin, she got a dish that was stir-fried white rice noodles with garlic, Thai chilies, Thai basil, bell peppers, tomato, mushroom, and onion. And she got tofu as well. So we were kind of just like sharing back and forth, so I had like half of each of those meals. Then I get right back into my snackiness. So the next morning, I started out the day with not being able to eat breakfast before it was time to leave. So I grabbed some Cliff bars. One was for my cousin and one I was eating. And I also had an apple. And then later in the day, my family was eating lunch at this Mexican restaurant. It was like a fast casual Mexican restaurant, so there wasn't a lot of like, ways to edit the meals, so to say. So I just ended up getting some chips and guac and salsa. And then later we went to the Mall of America, which was very interesting. A little overwhelming. And I saw this place called Freshie, and it had grass on the wall, so I was like, perfect. And it wasn't like a vegan place. It was just they had a lot of like vegetarian stuff. It was pretty cool. I got a Buddha satay, which was just like peanut noodles and vegetables. I got it without crispy wontons because she told me that they were not vegan. And that it was vegan without getting that. And I also got a Mighty Detox juice, which was a mistake because it just tasted like celery juice. But also, like, I have to remember that I don't like cold pressed juices and I don't like celery juice. I love celery, but not in a juice. But I don't know what I was expecting from getting one called Mighty Detox.
Oh, it is spicy. Oh, spicy like you.
And then later also in the mall, I kept looking for like some dairy-free ice cream. I couldn't find anything that I really wanted. But then finally I did see a gelato place that had some fruit sorbets. I'm not, I always prefer like cream-based ice cream to like water-based ice cream, aka sorbets. But it was a nice little like treat to end the mall madness. Do you guys remember that game? Did anyone play Mall Madness, the board game? Oh my gosh, that was the funnest. I totally forgot about that. I actually really want to play it now. I wonder if my friend still has it. I think 2 of my friends might have had it. Anyways, and then later we stopped by this Eastside food co-op, which was nearby to our Airbnb. This was on the way to the Airbnb. We just wanted to get a bunch of stuff for like the house and stuff, and on the way out, I also got a smoothie and a cookie. I got a smoothie called the Beltrami, and I believe it had like blueberry, pineapple, banana, and soy milk. I think that's the right one. I'm pretty sure I remember having to say the word Beltrami and being like, sounds like salami. And then I also got a snickerdoodle cookie, a vegan snickerdoodle that was in their little baked goods thingy. Pretty good, a little crunchy, but I believe that was because they were like closing. Oh yeah, so at the food co-op, we were trying to find Follow Your Heart slices, because you guys know that's my favorite vegan cheese at this point, and I really wanted my cousin to try it because she doesn't do dairy either. And we were like really looking forward to having some vegan grilled cheese, but then they didn't have it. I think they just had Daiya cheese, and then they had this tofu-y one, which we were like, okay, let's try that. Can't be that bad, right? It honestly wasn't. It was fine. It just wasn't nearly as good as the Follow Your Heart one.
I don't want to squish it, so I didn't really cut through it very well. Okay, here we go.
Ooh.
Oh, absolutely no stretch whatsoever, but that's fine.
No stretch.
No stretch.
Zone. No stretch. Zone. You should put that in your commentary. I know about it. What?
Go into the muscles.
No. Ooh, how is it?
You'll be told what to do.
Oh my gosh.
It's like a whole bite with like all the ingredients.
No flex. Wait, no. Ooh. That was some good action there.
It's not bad.
And then Monday morning, I mixed together some of this triple berry granola and this rice squares. Do you see that it's called Lookin' Sharp and it's a porcupine? I just noticed that, and that's really cute. I had some banana on that and some soy milk. And then I also had some kombucha. My nice family had this in the fridge for me because they know that I like kombucha, and so I drank it kind of like throughout the next couple days, just drinking here and there and sharing with my people. Synergy.
Ooh, check that out.
Later, we were on the go, and we were getting really hungry and not wanting to sit in a restaurant and wait for food, so we just saw this Wedge table co-op. They had a lot of really good like pre-made foods, a lot of vegan stuff, and I got this red curry tofu, and I didn't know what to expect. If I see the word curry and I see the word tofu, I'm there. The only way I can explain it is like, think of a potato salad, but instead of potatoes, it's tofu. And then also there's red curry flavoring in it. It was really good. Would order again. Everyone that I made try it, liked it as well.
That's really good. Mm-hmm. It's like refreshing. I should make that. Mm-hmm.
And there's this place called the Black Sheep. It was like a pizza place, I guess, but it had a really cool little like bar area. And we just kind of asked if we could eat our food in there and just sat in there and ate because there wasn't that many people there at that time. I really like this place's logo. I thought it was a squiggle at first, but then I noticed that it was a sheep, and I was really happy about it. I also got a drink there. I don't remember what it was called or exactly what was in it. I just know there was lime. Obviously, you can see that. It was good, though. And then also we went like diagonal across the street to this place called Glam Donuts, which was absolutely adorable. Apparently, this is one of 2 locations, I think. This is the smaller location, although it's still like a really good size, and it was just lovely in there. I love the decorations. I love the chandeliers. It was just so cute. If you ever want like a Instagram of you in a cute place with a donut, this is definitely the place to go. They weren't a vegan donut place, but they did have like a little area of all their vegan flavors, which they did have quite a few of. They also gave us like maybe 4 free donuts just because it was like the end of the day. So another tip to you, if you ever want to go get donuts at a donut place, go like towards the end of the day because they might just give you free ones if they're trying to get rid of them, you know? And then later, we just took these back to the Airbnb, and we I think I tried like half of one, but we were trying not to eat like too much of them because we were going to go out to dinner soon. And then we went to this place called Parkway Pizza, which was a really cute little pizza place, and they had a vegan menu on like every table. I thought that was cool, along with their like full menu. They had 2 like vegan specialty pizzas to order, the Vegivore and the Artichicken. The Vegivore was kind of like a meat lovers kind of pizza. Although it wasn't like super meaty tasting or anything, which I actually appreciate because I'm not really big on super like meaty pizzas myself. But then the Art of Chicken was more of like a Mediterranean type one, I guess, with like chicken, garlic, artichoke, spinach, whatever, tomato. The chicken, okay, actually I should note that I never got to go to the herbivorous butcher. I'm sorry, I really wanted to, but it's fine. I had multiple herbivorous butcher products though at different places. For those of you who don't know, the herbivorous butcher, that doesn't sound like a word to me. The herbivorous, I don't know. The herbivorous butcher it's like a shop with like meats and cheeses and stuff. I believe they sell like sandwiches and stuff in the shop as well, but they make the vegan cheese and vegan meats and whatnot. So they also like sell those to different restaurants. So I guess the cheese and the meats on these were both from there. And also on the way out, I noticed that they had a vegan blueberry mint sorbet in their little ice cream bar thing. Didn't try it, but just wanted to note that they had it. And at the Airbnb, I had some chocolate ice cream while we were watching something on Netflix. I don't remember. I think it was So Delicious, like soy ice cream or something. And then the next day, Tuesday, I had a waffle. Blueberry waffle, toaster waffle, gluten-free, and also some more kombucha. I had some mango that my brother cut up, and I also had one donut that was comprised of 2 halves of donuts. We were also kind of just like snacking on the donuts since we got them, but I didn't show like every single time I ripped a piece of a donut, so you can just kind of like imagine that in your head. And then also on the way to visit my brother's wife at work, we stopped by this place called JoJo's Rise and Wine, which I was very fascinated by. It was like a coffee shop, but they also had like alcoholic drinks, and then they also had like ice cream, so that was pretty interesting.
Inquisitive.
I got a chai smoothie, which I didn't really know what I was ordering when I ordered it, but it reminded me kind of like when you get like milk tea slushy, but like without the boba, because it was just like tea, almond milk, and then like blended with ice.
Delicious. That's all I have to say. One more thing I actually would like to say to those who like to drink chai: don't ever say chai tea, because chai actually just means tea, so you're really just saying tea tea. You should probably just say chai.
That day we went to the Arboretum, which was one of all of our like favorite things from the trip. It was really nice. Just like a nice, like I think 3-mile walk through like a bunch of nice plants and stuff. But also there's like a little cafe in there. It was like you got like a sandwich and then sides, and none of the sandwiches were vegan. I'm not sure if they had like a vegetarian sandwich. I don't remember. What I did was I just got 2 sides. I got some of this couscous dish, which was pretty good. I also got some fruit salad on the side. They also had little like soy milks, I think, and chocolate soy milks like in the fridge area, and like fruit cups and stuff. And then I also had some spinach that my mom gave me because she didn't want it. And later I had some potato chips in the car, because, you know. And then we went to Fresh Thyme Market, which was just a nice natural foods market. Reminded me a lot of like a Sprouts type store. And we were just getting a lot of stuff like for the house, and also a lot of food for a like barbecue dinner we were going to make at my brother's place the next night with everybody. I also tried this coconut water with ginger, lime, and turmeric. I wasn't super into it despite my brother's recommendation, but then later I mixed it with some of my kombucha that I had left over, which was pretty nice. So yeah. And for dinner we went to this place called Chimborazo. This was also a favorite of the trip. We were really happy with our experience here. It was a really cute place, and we sat on the patio, which was nice because it was like facing away from like the busy street, so it was like a nice quiet little calm patio area. This was an Ecuadorian place, and they had 2 things on the menu, 2 like dishes on the menu that I thought looked like they would probably be vegan, and so I just asked about them. I got the Ecuatoriano Vegetariano, and yeah, it was basically just like a sampler plate, whatever they call those, where it was just like a little bit of everything, and it was perfect. I don't remember what I asked. I asked something, and she basically explained to me that like it's vegan if you just get it with no cheese. And so that's what I did, and it was absolutely lovely. I didn't know what like half the things in the description were, so I had to ask. Only the beans, rice, and plantain, obviously. And my cousin also got the saltado dish. I didn't know what that was either. I had to Google it, and then I realized that it was like a stir fry, but with fries, basically. And usually it has like meat in it, but obviously this one was vegetarian, so it didn't. And we also got like a side of plantains, just like for everybody. We had like 2 little plates of those. Those like soft thingies. I thought they were corn, but I guess they're like potato pancakes. Those were amazing. My favorite thing about this meal. And yeah, I guess that's it. But don't unsubscribe yet, because there's still like 5 more days of this trip. So stay tuned for the part 2. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. See you later.